Practice exercise 3, time speed distance. A drives at 50 kilometers per hour for 1 hour. B drives for next 2 hours at 48 kilometers per hour. And C drives for the next 3 hours at 52 kilometers per hour. They reach their destination exactly after 6 hours. What is the average speed? Effectively, what we have the data out here is that for 1 hour, the speed is 50 kilometers per hour. For the next 2 hours, the speed is 48 kilometers per hour. And for the final 3 hours, the speed is 52 kilometers per hour. What is the average speed? I am sure all of you will be able to find the answer that 1/6 of the time the speed was 50 kilometers per hour. Simple question of weighted average. Okay. 2/6 of the time, 2/6 of the time, the speed was 48 kilometers per hour plus 3/6 or 50% of the time the speed was 52 kilometers per hour, which means there is nothing but 6. So that is 50 plus 96 plus 156, which is equal to 302/6, which is equal to 50 2/6 or 1/3 kilometers per hour. So the average speed is 51/3 kilometers per hour. Among the choices, choice D. Perfectly fine, nothing wrong with it, but you could have cut down time or you could have saved time had you looked at the numbers carefully. Let's look at these numbers: 50 kilometers per hour, 40 kilometers per hour and 52 kilometers per hour. The moment you see this, your answer cannot be more than 52 kilometers per hour. Your answer has to lie between 48 and 52 is the first thing. Hence, choice E is incorrect. Before that, let me just erase the answer and then we'll look at the numbers again. Okay, so the first thing I am saying is my answer has to be less than 52 kilometers per hour. That means choice E is incorrect. Now, if the weights here, in the question the weights are 1 hour, 2 hours and 3 hours. But if the weights were equal, let me say 48 for 1 hour or let's say 2 hours, 48 and 50 for 2 hours and 2 hours again at 52. Then the average speed would have been 50 kilometers per hour. Now, since the weights are in favor of 50 and 52 as compared to 48, only 1/3 of the journey is at 48, 2/3 of the journey is at 1 hour plus 3 hours, which is 4 hours, is at 50 kilometers or more. That means my answer has to be greater than 50 kilometers. So, I will start by saying my answer has to be greater than 50 kilometers per hour and it has to be less than 52 kilometers per hour. That is my first thing where I will do is say if the weights were equal, what should have been the answer? And if for equal weights this is the answer, in the current situation my answer should be which of these? So answer has to be less than 52, more than 50. Among the choices you can keep eliminating. Choice A incorrect because equal to 52 we need less than that. B is fine because more than 50. C is less than 52, so we can hold on. D is more than 50, we can hold on. Now the next step I would look at in this question is to say, let me break this into two parts, two equal parts in terms of time, which is this. So the first 3 hours, I can say the average speed should be around 49. Actually, it should be less than 49. And for the next 3 hours, the average speed is 52. So since for the first 3 hours, the average speed is less than 49, and for the next 3 hours, the average speed is 52, less than 49 and 52 for 3 hours each. So I can say my overall average speed should be less than 49 plus 52 by 2, which is equal to 50.5. So my answer should be less than 50.5 kilometers per hour. Choice B is incorrect, choice C is incorrect, choice D becomes the correct answer. So while this calculation was not difficult, this is eminently doable and this is the method which you should be doing. But whenever you have questions from weighted average, it is always useful to look at the numbers and eliminate and get rid of the calculation. So from my point of view, I would not do this calculation. I will just look at these calculations, but I will just look at the number and say, okay, my answer has to be first of all between 50 and 52. Two choices go out. Out of the remaining, I will say my answer has to be less than 50.5. Only one choice remains. That becomes the answer.